Shalom and welcome to another installment of Apostles of GMS, giving all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Today's topic is going to be entitled The Scriptures, Documents, and Comments. And basically we're going to be dealing with different documents. We're going to go on the Blue Letter. We're going to go on YouTube. We're going to go into different Bible dictionaries. We're going to, of course, go into the scriptures. Everything's going to be filtered through the scriptures. And we're going to also go into the comment board and read some of these comments, the good and the bad, the positive and the negative. And then we're going to build on that. In other words, it's going to be like a sort of like an open forum. So we don't have a specific topic because we're going to cover a lot of things. Because during the week, you know, we watch videos of other Israelite camps out there, guys that have, I mean, this thing is getting big, man. Oh, did y'all see the video on World Star? Was it World Star Hip Hop with the Edomite? But he could be a Jake, and he's kind of cursing Jake out. And he's telling the truth about Jake. And I'm going to bring it up in a minute. And basically, he said, you're going to call me a cracker. You're going to call me an old fay. He said, you're going to call me an Edomite. And so that means that this truth is getting out, man. And where did it all start? It started with the true men of the Most High, all right? Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the great millstone, man. Because we were the ones that really led the way for all these other camps that you see. Mainly the guys from One West, they really got to give us the credit, man. Because we were the ones that went on the forefront and made this thing big, man. And made you niggas grow wings on your goddamn back. Because we were the ones that put video after video after video, man. That's why a lot of Jakes flocked to us. Because at one time, Nate wasn't nothing until he started doing what we started doing, man. Started putting out videos. The whole, you know, he break down something, part 1 to part 10 to part 30. What do they do for the black community? So all the Most High set us up to be the ringleaders of all the rest of you guys, whether you like it or not, man. You got guys now saying Shalom. Oh, all them guys are calling themselves elders now, right? Well, now we're apostles. None of them guys call themselves apostles yet. Well, you got Comfy. He's a clown. And all his men is leaving him. All them men that got brains in their goddamn head, like what's the dude? What's the Harad Gadya? I don't believe he's there. I haven't seen him. You know. Ariel about ready to croak. You know, no disrespect to Ariel because he's one of the top teachers. He's the top teacher, but he went off on a lot of things, man. All right, but anyway, the Most High set us up to really be the forefront and allowing you guys to get wings on your back to be bold, man. That's why all you guys hate us. But now you guys have a lot of alliances. You got a lot of, I call them jump off camps. Like you got the brother, you got Fopi. I call him Dopey. You got the Israel tried and refined, which they break off from GMS Chicago, which they had a debate with a group called the Israel of God, and then you know what, man, it was a waste of time. I wouldn't have did that. I'm not going to sit down and have a debate with no other group because whatever's in their head, they're not going to change because one thing a nigga got is pride. Yeah. He got a lot of pride, man. A nigga would get killed in the name of pride. I'll give you an example. Kovalev versus Pascal too. Man, I just saw the fight last night because last week it was a Sabbath. I couldn't watch it. And anytime it came on during the week, I missed it. So you go to HBO Go, right? So I went on HBO Go and I watched it, right? Man, I said, this boy beat the Michelins off his ass, man. From round 1 to the last round. Hold up. Anyway, going back to Kovalev, right? He beat the Michelins off this dude, man. From the first round all the way up to the. That's my new saying. Instead of y'all say breaks, I want to, I want to say I want to go to the next level. Beat the Michelins off his ass. All right. And then he even begged my man Roach. Roach said, "Look, I'm gonna stop it. That's it. Yeah, I'm not gonna allow you to get your ass whipped no more. All right. How you doing? You all right? You don't look all right. I'm gonna fight. I'm stopping it right now." And this fool talking about one more round. Why would you want to get your ass whipped? You know good and well what's gonna happen in that next round. You're gonna get your ass whipped more.
Might die.
You might die.
Yeah, that was like Rocky IV. That was like watching Apollo.
That's right. That was like Apollo. One more round, he would have been dead, man. He would have hit that ground, and he would have hit that damn ground and bounced 2 times with his ass up. He bounced 2 times with his ass up, man. He bounced, his ass went up, like a mountain and shit, and the nigga died.
Yeah.
You was about, man. That dude was about to.
Yeah, brother.
That was like a replay of
Rocky IV.
Rocky IV, man.
That's what it was. You got to see it, man.
And the attitude that Kovalev have, he said he would have said he's dead. He said if he dies, he dies. But it didn't come to that. All right, It didn't come to that.
Thanks to Roach.
Thanks to Roach. Yeah. All right, but that's that's the thing about Jake. Jake has so much pride. They'll be in the fight. They'll get their ass beat. And then the guy that's beating their ass don't want to fight him. Look, man, you getting your ass whipped. I don't want to hurt you no more. Nah, man. Yeah. We gonna get it in. Yeah. I said the only motherfuckers getting it in is myself, you.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm beating the hell out you, man.
Stop it.
I'm beating the brakes off your ass, and you still want more. The hell's wrong with you, man?
Yeah.
Doesn't fight.
But anyway, that's the same thing with Jake.
Yeah.
Now, when you sit down and have a debate with Jake, Jake is in the Old Testament thing. I don't give a damn what scripture you bring out. I don't give a damn what document you bring out. They already, first of all, if they know they're wrong, they're not going to say, well, you know what, you're right. When have you ever heard a nigga in Israel in the debate say, you know what, you're right?
Yeah.
They ain't going to say that, man. They can know that they're getting their ass whipped spiritually, scripturally, documentally, and they'll still keep going, and they'll talk about they want to debate.
Yeah.
So debates are a waste of time.
That's right.
Even what's his name? General Zod said that, man.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
That's why he started blasting them, man.
Yeah.
When he said, with these endless debates, he opened fire on them so-called elders in The Man of Steel, whatever the movie, the newest Superman. He said, these endless debates, because no matter how many debates you have, you ain't going to see a flock of, let's say you got a debate, the so-called Kemet community, and then you got the Moors over here, right? They have a debate. Do you think 3 or 4 Moors are going at the end of the debate, they're going to walk on that side? No. Do you think anybody on the Kemetic side going to walk over to the Moors? They're going to all go their separate ways. And the one that wins the debate, if there's 60% of the Kemet people at the debate and 40 Moors, who's going to win the debate? The Kemet people.
That's right.
Because the 60% is going to cheer more, right?
That's right.
The consensus is going to day one because they're part of that group. So all those debates are, but you know what? You know why they have the debates? To make money for you fools out there, man.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Because you like content. All that stuff is, you know what that is? And then you got them other Israelite groups that are having debates. They're doing the same thing among themselves. And then neither one is going on either one side, man.
Yeah.
So that debate that you had, they call them the ITR, Israel Tried and Refined. It was a waste of time. I mean, you did it because you got zeal to do it, but it's a waste of time. I knew that them guys weren't going to see nothing, man. They were going in the scriptures that spoke about the strangers and the Gentiles, and they were talking about Israel, man. They had no clue. And the scriptures speak about give me that seal with a hot iron.
That's right. Yeah.
Like this guy Zion Lex, right?
Yeah.
He's sealed with a hot iron for the Old Testament stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then you got even among us, the different groups, like the mark of the beast, right? Now, I'm going to say this. We teach about the mark of the beast. We teach that Cornelius is an Israelite. We teach about the rape issue, which we don't do that. What else do we teach that's contrary to them? I said that, man. Oh, and so, well, the new thing now is, instead of them guys, a lot of them guys ain't going out no more, period. The new thing now with Nate and them is they're administrators. Or they're set up to administrate. You guys are worried. You go out there and speak. When you go to the book of Acts, the 6th chapter, go to it right quick and go right to the point, man. Well, the point is in the first verse.
All right, this is the book of Acts, chapter. This is the Acts, the 6th chapter, and the first verse. And in those days, when the number of the disciples was multiplied, there arose a murmuring of the Grecians against the Hebrews. And these ain't the Greeks in the book of Malachi either. Because their widows, when those Grecians, no, those Grecians were Jews that spoke the Greek language.
Yeah, the Greek. Are those Greeks? Are those Greeks Edomites? Huh? But Cornelius is Edomite because he's from the Italian band. But those are Greeks.
Guys are stupid, man.
The Greeks. All right, so it says the Grecians against the Hebrews because their widows were neglected in the daily ministration.
Now, what does that mean? The daily administration. They made an agreement. I believe that's in Acts, the 4th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. You had rich Israelites and you had middle-class Israelites. You had poor Israelites, right? So the ones that had things that was of value, they brought it all together and made it common among themselves. Now, was Paul involved in that? No. Paul was doing his own thing. You had other disciples doing their own thing. You had the 7 churches of Asia Minor doing their own thing, which we're going to go into the 7 churches of Asia Minor, because the Lord got on every church of the 7 churches about what they were doing that was good, and the thing they went off on, and the angel said, look, we're going to jack you up if you don't change this thing, man. So all you guys teach that you're Israel, but if you're teaching that Cornelius is an Edomite, we cannot have any company with you, man. You know, if you're teaching the mark of the beast is whatever the hell you teach, we can't have company with you, man. And I'm going to say this too. Get me, and you're playing with fire.
Yeah, you are.
Give me Revelation 22, 18, and 19. If you teach that Cornelius is an Edomite when he's a Jake, you're going to have the Most High is going to deal with you, man. All right? You going contrary to the rape doctrine, which is the true doctrine. If you know the Hebrew, the Most High is going to deal. You're going to have to account for that, man.
Yep.
Okay? The mark of the beast being a microchip, that's what it is. And you know what? If I'm wrong, may the Most High deal with me, all right? I know I'm right. I know I'm right, brother. When I teach that the mark of the beast is the microchip technology, which is happening every day in the news, newer technology every day. That's why Nate got to keep back making videos, right? He said we a bunch of fools 2-3 years ago. Why are you still making counter videos, man? If we just ignore us, man. If we're such bums and fools, because you know that microchip technology is coming to pass, man. It's kicking you in the ass. And there's going to be a time where it's going to be right in front of your face, man, where you're going to have to make a decision. Whether you're going to take this chip to be in this man's society, to keep your 501c3, or to get your head chopped off, or to be put in a concentration camp, or to be put off the grid. Are you ready for that? Read that out. And then go back to the scripture that you...
Revelation 22:18. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book.
So when we teach that Cornelius is an Israelite, and you teaching that Cornelius is an Edomite, the Most High is going to he got plagues for you. You ain't going to make it. You are not of the elect. You want to be on the safe side, whatever the apostles of GMS say, the apostles of Great Millstone say that's the truth, man. We're the guys. We're the guys that's still going out there in the wintertime. Is Yohanan doing it? Which that's not even a Hebrew word. Yohanan is not even a Hebrew word, man. That's not a Hebrew word. But he's the commanding general Yohanan that the Most High dealt with, but the Most High didn't come down and say, look, that's not a real word. It ain't real Hebrew.
Verse 19. For I testify, 8:19. And if any man shall take away from the words of the prophecy of the book of this prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city and from the things which are written in this book.
You know what that means? For you guys that are teaching that the mark of the beast is Christianity or an embargo, Cornelius is an Edomite, we going off on the rape issue, you ain't going to make it. You ain't going to make it.
That's right. I got a precept for you. The book of 1 John 2 and 20, beginning at 20, it says, but ye have an unction from the Holy One, and you know all things. I have not written unto you because you know not the truth, but because you know it, and there is no lie, and there is no lie is of the truth. That's right. So you can't fuse a lie into the truth.
Right.
You can't. You're teaching that Cornelius is an Edomite. That's not the truth. That's a lie. Yeah. But then at the same time, you claim that you're teaching the truth.
That's right.
And then the scripture says that we're supposed to have an unction from the Holy One. Now that word unction, right? You look up that word unction in the Greek, which we might add now, the IUIC is starting to go into the Greek now. Something that they made fun of, something that they made light of, scoffed and scorned at us for doing, now they're doing it.
Yep. Hypocrites. But then the lemur with his big bugged out eyes talking about the blue letter Bible, that's not a reliable source. Man, just shut the hell up, man.
Just because you said it? Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? That means you're a master scholar?
The Greek word there for unction.
Strong's G 5545. Chesma.
And that's what